let's figure out where all of this is going to be. So here's our new target. Bam. So by rough estimation, it should be approximately here. Oops. Oh wait, I went on the wrong side. That was my fault. Okay. We do not want to go interstellar, but if you notice, right, so 895, we've got 3,000 total units of Delta V. We need 895 just for that. We needed like 900 to go interstellar. We're not going interstellar, we're going lunar. Okay, so that's still a problem. Okay, so there's that. And then we'll drag that in. Which is good, because of course the more I drag this in, the less Delta V it needs to do this maneuver. Unfortunately, that means our maneuver is way the heck over here. Instead of being ahead of me, it is miles behind me. So that's 188. Ooh, that is collision with planet. Celestial body, that's 67. I can live with 67. Alright guys, here's what I'm going to do. Alright, I am going to save this here. We are on a near perfect... We are in a near perfect position. We've got... Ooh, wait a minute. That says 25 minutes. Why does it say 25 minutes till node? So I quick saved it. So let's see if this thing decides it wants to break itself just by turning to the maneuver node, which it's got RCS on all linked sections. So it should be okay. And of course it's got 2 probe bodies and a pilot. Alright, so it didn't die. That's nice. Alright, so here's what I'm going to do for you guys. I know I said I was going to leave it there, but what I think I'll do is... We've got ourselves pointed in the area that we need to be pointed. I've got the mainsail, which has more than enough fuel. Let's make sure this fuel crossfeed has been disabled. Okay. It has, in fact, been disabled. We've got plenty of monopropellant. We've used a lot of monopropellant, but we still have plenty. I mean, we still got, what? Yeah. Well over... a little over 1,500. I will need to transfer some into these side tanks here for all the fancy gubbins that's going to be required for me to land this thing. Hopefully I remember that. If not, it'll be okay because I'll be saving this right outside of orbit. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to get us to orbit. Alright guys? I'm going to get us in orbit around the moon. Because I know you guys desperately want to see that. That'll also shut off the monopropellant from being used. I know you guys want to see me try this. And the next time will be an entire video of just collecting science from the moon, which will be the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. Consecutive moon landings is basically what I'm talking about there. Okay. So get in close. 30 seconds out from that window. And that's an 11-minute burn. Well, that sucks. Okay. Ooh, we were actually just about perfect. That's not good. See, this is what... Yeah, see, yeah. Get the stability control off. probably should have shut the RCS off and let the stability control on. See, that's the problem you run into. Now, of course, I don't have that problem with... I wouldn't have that problem with those front engines. Woohoo! So here's what we're going to do. We're going to actually reload. Because I was pointed at that maneuver node. We'll just have to thrust up slowly. Not... Oh, of course. Okay. So... we ran into a random crash, but although I believe that one was my fault for trying to do too much at once. And I also realized, see, I don't know if I'll probably keep it in there or not. I'll probably go ahead and edit it out just to save on time. But there is a problem with this stuff. Having that engine way back here means this thing is going to want to try and like wobble back and forth, and it's bad. Like, I'll put in footage of how bad it is. Okay. What I have to do is I have to throttle up slowly and gently, so as to keep this thing from doing what it wants to do. Now, I do know that the whole burn is going to take about 40-something seconds. So, you know, that's a plus. I should have all of that. Oh, okay. Right. Oh, this is what I wanted to show you guys. Right. So, I can do this, right? So, I can process all the data, right, from all of my stuff. And basically what it does is it resets all of the lab experiments, but allows me to keep the science from them. So let's see here. That should go away, I think, after that gets done. Nice. So let's see here. All right. I think that should have worked, right? That's weird. Where's my thermometer at? No. Camera. Come on, select the doggone thermometer. It should have saved everything, I think. Don't know why it was doing that. It was weird. So if I do that, we should be able to process it in the lab, and it should, in effect, allow me to reuse the goo container as many times as I want. In effect. I don't know with 100% certainty. It may not be working. We'll find out. We'll find out when I get back to the planet. So basically that's the point of the lab, is I can process the information, and then I should be able to clean the experiments and so we know it's a 40-something second burn from the last time. And like I said, I'm just going to do that. I'm going to get this thing vaguely into orbit. But I have to monitor it, because if I don't, things could go terribly, terribly wrong. But this is KSP, so, you know, that's highly unlikely that things would go catastrophically wrong. I will add that footage in, though, so you'll see what I was talking about. Woo! Basically, I'm talking about that. Wow. Okay, like, seriously, I need to get this done. Okay. No! Dang it, stop going full... Hang on. Alright. I want it stated for the record that I hate Windows. Hopefully this is not going to go like the last time. Of course, the last time, woo, no you don't, 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 no you don't. See, that's what happened the last time. Come on, stabilize, 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 stabilize. I can still save this. I just can't go over more than half throttle, apparently. I really should be using those front engines, by the way. I know that now. Now. Oh, man. Alright. So get pointed back at the maneuver node, if you would, please. What we'll do is, just to be on the safe side, we will lock the gimbal on that. There. Close enough. We'll use that much fuel. Good. Oh man, this is terrible. I mean, this is probably about as bad as you can get. Maybe not exactly, like right spot on, but wow, yeah. Well, that's completely useless to us now. Just hold steady. That's all I need you to do. See, I don't like the fact that it automatically turns off the SAS. I wish it would default to... Okay. I like that. That's beautiful. Alright. Now what I want to do is, before we get out there, I want to point to myself... Wait a minute. I loaded that save, didn't I? Yeah, okay. I want to point myself retrograde. So that way I'm not having to do this at the last minute when I'm in orbit around the sodding moon. Alright. Good. Good. Excellent. Wonderful. Wonderful. Now, we time accelerate. Now, I'm not worried about it moving away from it so much, because A, it shouldn't really move too far, and B, Because once I come out of time acceleration, I will basically start auto heading straight towards it again. So we'll go really quickly here, because this recording has gone on for way too long. If you combine all the stuff that I've had to do just to get this thing to work, well, that's not good. Takes a very weird arc, that thing, doesn't it? Instead of heading straight forward, it's just kind of like... burn up some of this monopropellant, which is a very bad idea, mind you. But when you consider that I'm trying to get to the freaking moon... trying to extend that out far enough to where I can get a capture. I'm not going to have enough monopropellant left. KSP, why do you hate me? I'm so not going to have enough monopropellant. So I've got 8... 12 altogether. Come on. I'm not gonna have enough monopropellant. Dang it! Reload. Yeah, you see, that's not the way you're supposed to be facing, is it? So I think this time what I'll do is I'll set it so that we're a slight bit farther out than what we were before. I have to do that throttle up slowly. You can already see it trying to wobble on me. Unfortunately, I can watch the maneuver node and see just how bad that is. Ugh. I swear I'm not going to get anything else recorded today, thanks to this game. Oh no, I will be recording other stuff today. Now, as for whether or not you guys are going to see any of this KSP footage, well, that remains to be seen. I'll keep the maneuver node there. Chiefly because apparently it seems as if the maneuver node decided it was going to move on me. Throttle back, throttle back, throttle back, throttle back. Starting to wobble. Oh, that's why, because I forgot to lock that. Locking that gimbal always helps. There. Nowhere near where I want it to be, but hey, it gets us out there. Yeah, I'm not really worried about that. On prograde. We should have plenty of time to do that, I would think. I think. Just in case, however, we're going to quick save at this point. Actually, to tell you the truth, I'm going to quick save probably about halfway through. Nah, no, I'm not. I can always time accelerate through all this. Oh, man. The thing is, when you get out to a certain point, here. So we'll go ahead. We're going to play this on faith here and see if whether or not, and actually what I will do is I'll quick save here. That's what I'll do. Because that'll give me plenty of time to fix that problem if in the event that I happen to fall a tiny bit short. Like I did last time. Come on, give me moon capture. You know you want to do it. See, that's what happened the last time. Okay. Point prograde. And let me know when you're there. So what we need to do apparently is we need to push that back out some. And I know this because the last time I fell short, that's what I needed to do, is I needed to push it out. Okay, maybe we should bring it in then. Alright, F9. Alright. Hang on. Okay. I'm going to end up cutting a lot of footage out of this if I actually end up putting this up at all. Okay, so we'll F5 here real quick. Time accelerate. Because the problem is, for some reason, I keep falling short of my target. I get there. Finally! Okay. Oh, man. I hope you guys appreciate all the things I do for you. Oh, man, that's terrible. That's terrible. What is that? 159. Yeah, I definitely want to do that. I want to get that down to at least... Ooh, 78's nice. 78's a good round number. Point at the maneuver node. I cannot wait to get this done. Okay, I have my doubts that I'm going to have enough monopropellant to do everything. So that says 12 seconds. So we'll go down to the 1 minute mark. Okay. And at about 30 seconds, which I know it says 12 and you're supposed to do it about half, but because I can't go full throttle on this thing, okay. There we go. Bring it in, bring it in, bring it in, bring it in. And you get less than the 1000K mark. Now let's swing around to periapps and bring the apoapps down to about 170 something. I mean 70 something, not 170 something. So we'll set that at about 78 or so. Okay, so cut powers, stabilize, thank you. Need to point at the retrograde if you would please, thanks. So we'll set that to 75, there we go. Since I'm already pointed retrograde, it's not a problem. We'll let this go about halfway. And then let it reset back to the retrograde marker. So you see, yeah, it goes up for some reason. Because the retrograde marker's not over that way. Just like wastes so much precious monopropellant. Okay, should be close enough now that I should be able to bring that down. I'm not too worried about the periapps though. I should be a little bit more worried about it. And I think it's probably because of how my RCS ports are all attached that it has a problem. So I want to get as close to that node as possible. There we go. So that when it finally gets around to it, thank you. So we're 33 seconds out. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Okay, and now we'll throttle up a little bit. Because at this point, my periapps shouldn't drop. Because I'm ahead of it. Or, well, yeah, I'm ahead of it. So we'll get this down to about 75 as well, or 70. Stop. 71. Hey, that's fine. That's beautiful. That's perfect. Alright, guys. Oh, man. I want to point this thing. Let's see. Rotational, anti-rotational. I want to point it normal, which should be north. And the reason you point your stuff north, so that way you never have to worry about how you're going to dock with it. Alright, so the last thing I need to do is quick save, and then I need to check all these monopropellant tanks. Because see, the thing is, at this point, I don't think there's any monopropellant left on the rocket. Most likely not. Which means I'm going to have to take all the monopropellant from the station, from the lab. Which is bad. Very, 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 very bad. Because I don't think there's going to be enough monopropellant in this section. But that is what this thing is designed for. Oops. That one and that one. So we'll get all this stuff transferred over, guys. And I'm actually not going to make you guys sit through all of this and watch it, but I'm not going to detach until this is done. Alright, guys, so to that, finally in orbit around the moon so we can begin our Mooner mission of collecting every drop of science that we can get our greedy little hands on. And to that, guys, I'm going to say, sayonara.